Hey everyone, Couch Investor here back with another Illumina and Invitae monthly analysis video. In this video, we're going to go over the graph for both companies and two interesting articles that will tell us more about where the companies are going in the future. But before I go into that, I have a question to you guys. Do you want me to do a video about these little things right here and why these are going up in value this year? All collectibles, card collectibles, Pokemon, sports cards, etc. If you want me to do a video about that, let me know down in the comments below. I will gladly do that. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, we're on our way to 5,000 subscribers. We're trying to reach that by the end of the month. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And if you like these videos, leave it an early thumbs up as it really helps me out grow the channel and get my videos out there. So without further ado, let's look at the charts. Alright, so as you can see right here, there is a huge red candle. The other day we peaked at $55. Then now we're going to test that $50 mark again. In my opinion, if that breaks $50, it's not a support point, but it's just this mental point of having $50. If we go below, we could test those at around until maybe $45 or so. We can see that right here. Could be going back down because as you can see, we are in the overbought section on the RSI right there. But overall, for those of you that have watched my first video and the monthly videos, I've been covering Invitae way below $20, and then since then been covering it again and again. I've covered, I think the last time was right around those prices right here, $35 or so. If you haven't watched the videos regarding Invitae and Illumina, it's going to pop up in the top right corner. But overall, this stock, in my opinion, is just starting. All right, so for Illumina, it's actually the opposite. We have peaked a while ago at $400. Since then, huge gap, selling side to around $345. Then again, huge selling all the way back down to $216. Since then, the stock has rallied up, I think it was around 32% to around $352. Now, obviously, as you can see, this will start to become a resistance line right around $360. So stay tuned for that. But again, look at the RSI right here. If it continues to go up and test that $360 in the next couple of days, in my opinion, it will fail because we will be reaching the overbought section in the RSI. Again, not every time we're going in the RSI overbought section, the stock is going to go down, but just for you to know, keep an eye out on that. And then again, usually gaps get filled. So look out for that if we break out of the $360 mark, the huge gap of around 10% or so, so look out for that. Alright, so now that we've got that out of the way, both companies have made significant acquisitions to gain more market share in a market called next generation oncology testing, which is believed to be worth around about $75 billion by 2035. So let's first start with Illumina, because I know a lot of you like this company and have been following for a while on my channel, on Chicken's channel as well. So basically Illumina agreed to acquire a company called GRAIL. Let's first look at what is GRAIL and what they're actually doing. So the idea of GRAIL started as the holy grail of being able to detect cancer in its very early stages, when the cancer can be more easily treated. When cancer is treated in its early stages, the chances of a person living longer than 5 years is far higher than a person who has cancer detected in the late stages, where the odds of surviving over 5 years are much lower, as we can see right here in the picture. So why did they actually join forces? So for GRAIL's point of view, having a company like Illumina is obviously going to help them scale faster, lots of money involved, something GRAIL does not have really at the moment. Illumina, one of the world's leaders in that market, obviously one of the biggest companies as well, has lots of recognition nationwide and internationally. So obviously scaling wise, perfect deal for GRAIL. But also for Illumina's point of view, is going to help them reach that goal of the next generation sequencing. GRAIL is believed to be one of the best out there regarding this specific segment, which is basically being able to detect early stage cancer. So now you might ask yourself, why did the stock crash just after this was announced? Well, for a couple of reasons. First up, Illumina has already a high valuation. I think it's around the 60s or so. So it's pretty high. And we've seen the last couple of quarters that growth has been slowing down, not even because of the pandemic. It has been slowing down since Q1. So some people were a bit worried about this deal, seeing Illumina's growth slowing down, making another huge acquisition, maybe it didn't really make sense for them back then. Second of all, as I said, GRAIL is still a very young company. Yes, they're one of the best in that segment, but still, they will still need lots of injection of cash in that company, lots of regulatory matters as well. Illumina is actually trying to get outsiders to actually pay for the clinical trials for that program. So again, this is a high risk, high reward acquisition. If it's going to play out, it's going to be a huge payout. But if it's going to fail, well, obviously the stock will get hit, investors will get hit as well. But again, Illumina as well as Invitae is a very, very long-term hold. Obviously, Illumina has been around for a longer time than Invitae, but still now everything is moving faster and faster. I still believe in Illumina. Obviously, it's been slowing down, and that's why I preferred Invitae, but we're going to talk about that in a bit. But still, if you're going to buy one of these stocks, it's going to be for the longer term. So let's now jump to the other one, which is Invitae. Basically, like I said in my previous videos, again, all videos will be in the top right corner. They've finally completed their acquisition of ArcherDX. So with the addition of ArcherDX technologies, capabilities, and team, Invitae is now well positioned to accelerate the utilization of genetic information throughout a cancer patient's journey. Starting from risk profiling and diagnostics testing, moving to therapy optimization, monitoring, and recurrent surveillance, Invitae can deliver the information needed to enable best-in-class personalized cancer care. Invitae is on a mission to increase access to molecular medicine to all who can benefit, and the addition of the ArcherDX platform builds out an important segment serving the current and future oncology landscape. Again, if you didn't know, Invitae has been actually buying companies left and right throughout this year, which is actually great seeing that they have so much cash on hand and that they are willing to sacrifice short-term growth for super hyper growth in the longer term. Again, ArcherDX, in my opinion, is going to help them grow even faster and become even bigger in the next couple of years. This is why I prefer Invitae to Illumina, because Invitae still is very, very young. Obviously, for an investor, you're looking for the younger and the more growth going forward. And that's why for me, Invitae has been the long-term pick since the first time I covered this stock. But again, I want to repeat myself, both companies are great. Both companies are only suited for long-term investors. If you're an investor for a year or two, these companies will not do it for you. Obviously, both of them, especially Invitae, have been growing immensely this year, but still for the longer term, only long-term investors should be buying those companies. And that will be it for this video. Again, pretty short. Monthly analyses are usually very short. Going to look at the graphs, a couple of news articles, etc. Invitae and Illumina aren't really being covered that much, so it's pretty hard to find some interesting news regarding both companies. But here we had it. Again, bullish on both companies. I'm more bullish on Invitae. But if you're holding Illumina for the long term, I'm sure that will be a winner as well. Some of you might know I've been trimming my position in Illumina to invest in other companies. But as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to put your price predictions for 2021 in the comments below or in the community post. As always, guys, take care, stay safe, and see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.